session on Mealy machine. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, the students will get knowledge about Mealy machine. They will be able to design Mealy machines. The students will also be able to differentiate between Moore and Mealy machine. Now, what is finite automata? So, we have previously studied that the finite automata or finite state machine is divided into two broad categories, FA with output and FA without output. In the FA with output category, we are having the Moore and the Mealy machines, whereas for FA without output, we are having the deterministic finite automata, non-deterministic finite automata, and non-deterministic finite automata with epsilon or null transitions. Now moving towards finite automata with output, in that Mealy machine. So a Mealy machine M is defined as a set of 6 elements where Q is the finite set of states in the machine, sigma is the finite set of input alphabet containing the symbols, then we are having the finite set of output alphabet, delta, that is the transition function from sigma cross q to q, that is the set of states. Then we are having lambda as the output function from q cross sigma to the set of output alphabets, and q0 which belongs to the set of states, that is the initial state. Now, a sample Mealy machine. Now, in the Mealy machine, the input as well as the output are written outside the state, in contrast to the Moore machine where it was written inside the state. So, here we are having both the input and output outside the state. So here q is equal to q0 comma q1, that is the two states. Then the input alphabet is having symbols a comma b, and in output alphabet we are having the symbol 0 comma 1. Below is given the state transition function delta for the Mealy machine. So here we are having the cross product q cross sigma to q. So the sigma, that is the input alphabets, are a comma b, and we are having two states q0 and q1. Now when A input is given to Q0, it is going to the same state Q0. If B input is given to Q0, it is going to the state Q1. Similarly, if A input is given to the state Q1, it is remaining in the same state Q1, and if B input is given to the state Q1, it is going towards the state Q0. So this is depicted in the state transition function table. Next, we are having the output function table. In the output function table, q cross sigma is mapped with the output alphabet. Here output alphabets we are having 0 and 1. So A and B is the input alphabet written horizontally, and vertically we are having the state 0, Q0 and Q1. If A input is given to the state Q0, we can see from the state transition diagram that the output is 0. If B input is given to the state Q0, the output is 1. Again, if A input is given to the state Q1, the output is 1. It is written as A/1 in the state transition diagram. If B input is given to the state Q1, the output is 0. So from the state transition diagram, with the help of input and output alphabets, we can design the state transition function table as well as the output function table. Now, output function. In Moore machine, every state has a corresponding output which is written inside the state. Output function in Moore machine is the mapping from the set of states to the output alphabet. But for Mealy machine, the output function is q cross sigma to the output alphabets. That means what difference we can find is that for the output function in Moore machine, there was no involvement of the input alphabet, whereas for Mealy machine, the output function is the cross product of the set of states with the input alphabets going towards the output alphabets. So in Mealy machine, along with the states, input symbol also matters to tell where you are going to reach at the output. Now state table depicting both transition and output behavior of the Mealy machine. So in the previous slide we had drawn the transition table and the output function table. Now combining that we will get the state table depicting both behaviors. So here we are having the states q0 comma q1. Now where it is going in the next state, for that we have made two columns if input A is given and if input B is given. So if input A is given to the state Q0, it is reaching the state Q0 and the output is 0 at that point. If A input is given to the state Q1, it is reaching the state Q1 and the output is 1. Now for input B, if input B is given to the state Q0, it is moving towards the state Q1 and the output is 1. If B input is given to the state Q1, it is going towards the state Q0 and the output is 0. Now passing a string to the Mealy machine. What will be the output of the Mealy machine for the string ABBA? So the students can pause the video and go back to the slide where the state transition diagram is there and find the answer for the question. If you look at the diagram in the previous slides, initially the machine was in the state Q0. After passing the input A, the machine remains in the same state Q0 and the output is 0. After passing the next input B, the machine goes to the state Q1 and the output is 1. After passing the third input B, machine goes to the state Q0 and the output is 0. After passing the last input A, the machine remains in the state Q0 and the output is 0. So the output of this Mealy machine in this case for the string ABBA is 0, 1, 0, 0. So what we can conclude is that if the string is of length n, the output is also of length n in case of Mealy machine. Whereas in case of Moore machine, if n is the length of the string, the output was n plus 1. Now first example, design a Mealy machine for a binary input sequence such that if it has a substring 101, the output will be A. If the input string is 110, the output will be B, and for rest all the combinations, the output will be C. So here we have designed the Mealy machine with 4 states Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. In Q0 state, if one input is given, it is reaching Q1. If 0 is given, it is reaching Q2. And if again 1 is given, it is reaching Q1. And for 101, we want the output as A. So at Q1 state, you can find that the output is A. Next, if 1 is given as input to Q0, it is reaching Q1. Again, if 1 is given, it is reaching Q3. And if 0 input given to Q3, it is reaching Q2. And we know that for the string 110, we want the output as B. So the arrow which is going towards Q2, there we are having the output as B. And for rest of all the strings, you can see the output is C. So in this way we have designed the Mealy machine. Now again students can pause the video and draw the state transition diagram or table, then the output function table and the table depicting both the transition as well as the output function. Now the state transition function for the Mealy machine. We are having 4 states Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 and we are having the 2 symbols 0 and 1. If input 0 is given to Q0, it is remaining in the state Q0. If 1 is given to the state Q0, it is moving towards the state Q1. And same way for states Q1, Q2 and Q3. Now the output function. Output function, we are mapping input cross product with the states to the output symbols. So 0 and 1 are our input symbols, Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 are the states. So if 0 input is given to Q0, output is C. If 1 input is given to Q0, output is C. If 0 input is given to Q1, output is C. If 1 input is given to Q1, output is A. Similarly for Q2, outputs are C and A. For 0, 1 respectively, and for Q3 they are B and C. Now combining both the function tables, we will draw the state table depicting the behavior of the Mealy machine. So here we are having the states Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, then two inputs 0 and 1. So if input 0 is given to the state Q0, the state it is reaching is Q0 itself and the output is C. If 0 is given to Q1, it is reaching Q2, output is C. If 0 is given to Q2, it is reaching Q0, output is C. If 0 input is given to Q3, it is reaching Q2 and output is B. Same way for input 1, you can find out for states Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, the state where it is transiting and the output at that point. Now the difference between Mealy machine and Moore machine. So for Mealy machine, the output depends both upon the present state and the present input. For Moore machine, the output depends only upon the present state. Mealy machine generally has fewer states than the Moore machine. In Mealy machine, the value of the output function is a function of the transitions and the changes when the input logic on the present state is done. Whereas for Moore machine, the value of the output function is a function of the current state and the change at the clock edge whenever the state change occurs. Mealy machine reacts faster to inputs. In Moore machine, more logic is required to decode the outputs, resulting in more circuit delays. Thank you.